Welcome to Chris and Huddy, and today we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day. As we all know, Valentine's Day has come up, and this is when everybody wants to go and do something extravagant for their girlfriend or boyfriend this year. So, AJ, what is your perspective of Valentine's Day? Like, how do you feel about the holiday?
So, I mean, I'm not knocking the holiday or anything, but in my opinion, I think it's like a commercialized holiday that, I mean, typically is one-sided. I mean, usually it's the male, and I'm just speaking in term, usually it's the male who tries to please the woman. I mean, and for good purpose, because, I mean, women, they do all they can to please us, you know what I'm saying? They be putting on, so, I mean, they deserve it. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like it's usually just one-sided. It's usually like the man, you know, he's usually showing his gratitude to the woman. And then on top of that, there's the, you know, you can celebrate Valentine's Day with your family. And that's really what I be doing. Because I enjoy Valentine's Day. I enjoy you know, just the atmosphere of it. But, you know, other than that, I mean, I'm single, so it's not like that big of a deal. It's just one extra, one you know, normal day.
Right, I feel you. For me, I agree with you though. It is kind of like a real commercial holiday, but folks be making bank off this holiday, and folks be spending a check off this holiday too. Like when you think about like for people who like to do all the extravagant stuff and everything like that. Like imagine how much money like that costs for everything. Like, cause you know like I'm not gonna say all girls, but a lot of girls, you know, they like it when like a guy like goes and gets roses and stuff for them. But I mean, a bouquet of roses ain't necessarily cheap. Oh, but then you know you gotta go and get the bouquet of roses, cause you know, I mean, you can do one rose, you can do the whole bouquet, but you look a little cheaper if you gonna do the one rose. Yeah. So you know, if you big balling, you gonna spend a check on the bouquet. Then, you know, making like, dinner plans and everything, because, you know, every single restaurant gonna be jam-packed, especially the popular ones. So you gotta make the reservations like early that morning. Then like the plans afterwards, because like, I mean, you can't just go to a dinner, but you know, for me, my ideal date would be like, you know, go somewhere kind of like fun or something like that. Or if you decide to go to a movie, so you gotta factor that in of, you know, getting there, how long it's gonna be at the restaurant, where you're gonna go there before, after. Then going to the movie or whatever else you're gonna go to, they ask more money. How far the places are, that's your gas, because more than likely as the guy you driving, they ask more money. It's a lot. Like everything you do from that day, especially for the guy, like that's a lot of money, bruh. Especially if you give her like gifts also, like teddy bears, cards, like anything else you may want to give her, depending on how deep the relationship is, that's money, bruh. You really finna be running up a check. I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, especially if you have a girlfriend, like there's no way to almost of getting out of Valentine's Day unless one of y'all just physically not there, like in town or like in the premises or whatever.
You do get away with that, not spending a dime on Valentine's Day with your girl. I don't know. Hey, kudos to you, because you a legend at that point.
You had to teach me your ways. If you can not spend a dime on Valentine's Day. And it's not like you single, like you just not hanging with nobody. Like you actually have like a legit date, and you not spending the, hey, you gotta talk to me after this. I'm gonna have to learn the ways. You gonna have to hold a class session. I'm gonna have to get my pen pad and notes and make sure I write this down. Cause nah, bro. Usually that's not a thing, right?
You said your ideal date. Explain, elaborate on that. Like, what's your day looking like? Your Valentine's Day.
Like I said, like I'd rather do something that's kind of more fun. Cause everybody goes to dinner, goes like to a movie or something like that. You can go bowling, you can go to Top Golf, you can go to laser tag, you can go, wherever. It's just like, not the traditional like, oh, let's just go sit here and eat. Like, I mean, I like to eat now. So of course we're gonna get something to eat like during the day. It's just that like, I can go to the movies anytime. And most of the time around Valentine's Day, they ain't got nothing but them sappy movies going on anyway. More than likely, I'm not really going to be that interested in the movie for real. So it's like, yeah, let me go ahead and do something else that I normally have fun at. Just have fun like on the date, like kind of be like more like a chill date and stuff like that. Nothing too serious, you know what I'm saying? Because I just like to have fun for real.
Yeah, in my opinion, I can see myself, going to... You're definitely going to the movies, getting some good food, good grub. It's good for the vibes. And then after that, probably go sightseeing and stuff. I like doing different things. Hopefully she's into that too. So I mean, we can, do something different, experience something cool, come back, chill, listen to music, play some board games, whatever. Listen to some music.
Listen to board games. I'm so
right.
What kind of board games you talking about? What?
Man, what's that game with what's that game where you drop the things inside the little slots?
Is it like you talking about the one like you like push it and it has like the little like dice in there and it like rolls it for you, or you like physically drop one in there? Wait. Is it what is that called? Like Foursquare? Like no, it's not Foursquare, but it's like you gotta like connect four.
Yes.
And like okay, yeah.
Those games be fun, bro. Obviously, I ain't got the game because I don't know what it's called. but we could play games, bro. Like we could play board games. Just spend time together. That's the main thing for real.
But you said sightseeing. Now we in Tuscaloosa now. Like what sightseeing is there to do really in Tuscaloosa?
My favorite spot is the Riverwalk right there, right next to the Hotel Indigo. I mean, that spot I like that spot a lot. This might be a little preview. I like that spot. I might end up going there for Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. So this man is honest. Whoever you are that's watching that, you can go and make this little walks. Right. Huddy likes long walks on the beach or by the river. He likes good food. He likes board games. If you can bring one or not, it all depends.
Right.
So do you like actually have something planned for Valentine's Day, or is it just like just like a gist of like something that you would do?
That's just like the idea of something what I would do. What I'm saying? I ain't really got a set plan on what I'm gonna do and who I'm gonna do it with. With me, I'm not taking it too serious because at the end of the day, I'm not in something like I could say like very serious, so I would just consider myself just having a good time, just enjoying the day.
Right. All right. So what do you feel? Now I'm pretty sure like the differences between like a Valentine's Day with someone who's like more so who you're serious with or you're in a relationship with. So what about like if you like in a relationship with someone, at that point, what would you end up doing?
See, with all that, I would definitely get something to eat at a very nice restaurant we both agree.
Right.
Pretty much, we would just like discuss on like based on hobbies we both agree with. If she was into sports, I would definitely want to go to like a Hawks game or something. I would just say, for my instance, Hawks game or something along that line, or like a concert or something real cool, a festival.
Right.
I like art. I'm cool with art. Like I'll go see art and just check it out.
AKA, baby, either got to be into sports, art, or music. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. Cause I thought about that. Like if she's not into like one of those three, it's like those like the main things I'm into.
Right.
For like, we not saying we couldn't get along, but it's just like that would help. Yeah, that definitely help a lot.
No, I feel you. I'm almost not ready for the whole like doing everything like all over again when you're in a relationship or you're like deeply committed with someone. And for guys, some guys like being romantic or like doing all that and showing that you care about that person. But it doesn't always just have to be Valentine's Day when you show you care about somebody. Like it can be any day that you end up doing it for real. It's just like for most guys, we really kind of going through the motions, not gonna lie.
You're saying because like society kind of just ingrained it on us to like act a certain way on Valentine's Day. Yeah,
it's like either society or your girl or or her friends, because if she go talking to her friends and they all talking about like, oh, so and so, like we did this Valentine's Day, we did this, or I heard about someone doing this, that, and the other. And then she over here, she hear about all this, now she mad.
Yeah.
Now she
like, oh yeah, if so-and-so don't take you out, he ain't shit.
Right.
Type of stuff like that.
Exactly. So it's just like, oh, okay. So now from influence all that, now you gotta do something. And it's just like, bruh, I can't just chill.
That's another reason why I feel like it's commercialized, because like you have to spend money like on this day. And really, to show that you love someone, you really shouldn't have to like spend that much money. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be entitled to have to spend. You shouldn't be like obligated to have to spend. Not saying your loved ones aren't worth money, but know what I'm saying, it's just still like it's pushed onto you that you gotta drop bands for pretty much.
Yeah, you gotta go all out basically.
You gotta drop bands. Like,
for the guy, essentially we doing it for the girl. Like I mean, we not getting a whole lot out of it besides, you know, at the end of the night if you end up getting something out of it.
Maybe,
but
if you do.
Right. But then again, like if you're in a relationship, then you know that's kind of expected. Now if you on one of those dates where it's like you just not talking to the person or getting to know them, I mean, hey, it's up in the air. So you could have dropped bands and you still don't get none at the end of the night, and now you just like, man, like you start contemplating about everything you really spent money on. You like, bro, we went to this restaurant. This joint was 30 minutes away, bro.
Right.
And I spent money on this. I got her a whole gift. And you tell me I can't go. I'm gonna have to cut her off.
On everything.
Gonna have to cut her off. Because if I gotta do all that, you know, I feel like you want something in return. Not saying that, like, you know, essentially sex is always something that you have to get in return. But you know, if I do all this for you, you know, I would like it if you put some kind of effort too.
Yeah.
PSA, all the women out there, put in some kind of effort in the Valentine's Day. Yeah. Don't just, you know, expect everything to come to you. At least try and put some sort of effort to, you know, make it easier for your man, to please your man or whoever is like taking you out on that day, you know, because I mean, we as guys have to do a lot.
Hey, and about that though, what about those girls who actually be, I'm not gonna say girls, cause I mean, obviously most of these girls, because I don't really see a lot of guys who are usually getting asked out by girls on Valentine's Day.
Right.
So, but I would say a lot of girls actually use, a lot of women use men just like on just dates, like days they can get some food. Just to have somebody to hang out with that one day. Just to feel some type of, you know, affection. Oh yeah. Definitely be using them for a meal. Like, okay, shoot, it's one extra day for a normal day for me. Shoot, I'm gonna get a meal today.
Man, what? Man, if I was a man, I can get somebody just to pay for my food just cause.
Right.
But we ain't even gotta be together. You just decided that you just feel like paying for my own. Hey, where we going?
You know, some guys are getting like the misconception that girls like liking them, and they might not too. So, so they realize that's an easy finesse.
Exactly. Hopefully, it ain't a lot of women out there that's just finessing these dudes out here, but I got a feeling it is. Yeah, you can easily get finessed on Valentine's Day. It's also bad for folks who are single because you see everybody out and, you know, they're out being like lovey-dovey. Say you don't, you know, you ain't got the juice to like somebody will ask you out. Now you kind of like stick just feeling lonely. Like it's kind of depressing for folks who necessarily don't have someone on Valentine's Day because it personifies even more the fact that you by yourself, that you're lonely. Yeah. That's the bad thing. That's like the dark side to it. And it's like, you know, all these folks who don't have nobody are essentially, you know, watching all the sad movies that they have coming out on Valentine's Day, eating their Bluebell ice cream or whatever.
Drinking wine to themselves and stuff.
Right. Drunkenly falling asleep wishing they had somebody.
I mean, it happens.
Right, it is what it is. Like, I ain't gonna lie, guys be salty too when they know that they ain't got nobody like to kick it with or whatever. Most guys usually be trying to get something on Valentine's Day. And so when you don't, it almost feel like an L for real. Now, luckily, like this year, like it's in the middle of the week, so it's like, hey, you can just treat it like any other day. But especially on the weekend, oh nah, that's when it's even worse. Yeah. Because it's like, it's not like you doing anything else for real. Witnessing everybody like going and doing stuff for Valentine's Day.
How you gonna be like on social media when you see all these same posts? Like, are you gonna be like liking them all, or are you gonna be just like skipping through all of it?
The funny thing is, on Valentine's Day, that's when, you know, if any girl that you might have like been thinking about at one point in time, like to shoot your shot with, that's when you find out if all of them got boyfriends or not. To be real,
you're not lying.
Like
that day is a reveal.
Whether they show the dude or not, if they make a post on Valentine's Day and they like, you know, they out somewhere to dinner or they out with somebody, you know how folks be doing little pictures, you know, where they have their hands or whatever, like holding whatever, like that's how you find out, like, oh, okay, so she got somebody, so I can't shoot my shot with her because that's gonna be an L. Like, then you end up finding out which ones and be like, oh, okay, I see she ain't posted nothing. So, you know, it might be open for you, like, you know, try and shoot my shot. That's gonna be hard to tell before Valentine's Day though, because beforehand you trying to, you know, put everything in order and be like, all right, so who like who might I want to like try and see like who gonna go out with me. But for the ones who are iffy, you don't know if they have one. You end up finding out either once you ask and get curved, or or like the next day on social media, you end up finding out. Oh,
yeah, you gotta ask. So how do you feel like if a girl had pretty much posted, she took a picture on Snap or something like that, and you're talking to her, and she posted a picture on Snap, and she had a dinner table, but she didn't necessarily like include you, like in the, you know what I'm saying, she kind of like made like a picture of the dinner, like a dinner table and stuff, but she didn't include like your face or anything.
So I was like, we're at the date, but she ain't necessarily
she was taking a picture of like the plate, like silverware and type. You know how some people be doing that, like they're not showing who they're at dinner with.
Yeah. Well,
like on Valentine's Day, like how do you feel about that? Like, do you think it's like a big deal? Like they don't show who it is, or they just be like, or you think they just flexing like, oh, they had dinner with somebody?
They're kind of just like, I guess, like happy or like respectful to the fact that like, you know, they were able like to, someone wanted like, you know, like to have dinner with them or something like on Valentine's Day. But you know, if they don't like show like the person or show their face or whatever, it's not necessarily disrespect to them. It's kind of more so, I'm not trying to like put you on blast. Like once you put somebody's face in the picture, essentially, especially in today's society, that means you cuffed. If you haven't reached the point where you have cuffed that person, then it's like, okay, you might not want to put their like actual face in it. Like you can like put like a little hand picture or like a little, oh, I'm with somebody. You can't tell who it is unless you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But everybody else don't know who it is, just know I'm with somebody. That's fine. But if you at the point to where like y'all know y'all like committed or whatever, and then you don't show their face, and that's a little disrespectful.
Like you had dinner with a ghost,
right? No, because it's like if you already committed with someone and then you end up doing that, then it's like, oh, so you don't want to like show me to, you know, all your folks on social media or whatever. Like you got them other side hoes you don't want me to see know about.
Yeah. So we all know that Valentine's Day is a huge holiday for relationships. That's the day that you're supposed to like, you know, show your love for someone. If you mess up on that day, I feel like you're not trying, or you're not fully committed.
So how would you explain more so of like if you like just halfway trying like on the date or like for the entire day on Valentine's Day, like what would be like an example of like halfway trying?
Halfway trying. Really just about, I would say really about like what you're paying for and stuff like that. Like that you know what I'm saying? Like literally halfway. Like trying to split the bill, hey, like things like that, like, you know, halfway trying, like, you know, not getting the door and knowing you're supposed to get the door. Just little things, you know, little things.
Oh yeah, I don't even know if I had the audacity to ask a girl like on Valentine's Day of all days if they're trying to split the bill. Like even if like I'm not like, if it's not nobody serious, it's kind of like the principle of the whole thing. It's like, you know, if you take them out on Valentine's Day, then you know you're taking them out and you end up like paying for the meal.
Yeah.
Low key, that's like a slap in the face, like for the girl, because it's like, I mean, I thought, you know, you was taking me out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. They can tell. I feel like if you actually planned it, or you know, if you're actually just going with the motion that day.
Basically, just end up just be like, well, if you're gonna do something, I don't know what, but we finna do something.
Right. And if it's gonna be last minute, at least, you know, have it planned out. Like, make sure you can execute it for real.
Personally, for me, I like to go to the movie before you end up going to dinner. That way, like during like the actual like dinner, whatever you have, at least something to talk about while you're there. Because it always, I mean, shout out to Hot Damn I Rock, but he made this point on the YouTube video. He always said that like, you never want to like be like at the movie theater, no, at the dinner with a girl, and then have nothing to talk about while you're sitting there at the dinner. So that's why you go to the movie. Only bad thing is you go to the movie first and you're already hungry, you end up buying popcorn. So then that moment you spend, and then you spend money on food, and she don't eat all that food. And so, niggas be mad. Because she eat like 2 bites of her food that you would spend like $20 on for just her meal. But yeah, like have something to talk about like while you there at the dinner. Because I mean you could easily just go in on like every single like thing that happened in the movie, or every good thing, or every bad thing, or whatever. But other than that, like if y'all don't have much to talk about, or you know some people aren't like talkative for real, that's gonna be real awkward yeah. Silence. Just being like, so what do you like to do? It'd be so funny because I've been around people who like, you know, when you like talk to them like through the phone or like through text or whatever, they seem like they can like talk about anything, or they always like be like cracking jokes, whatever. But then the moment I get around them in person, she don't talk that much. Like she hardly talk. Like she only speak when spoken to or something like that. I'm like, you was I texting a whole different person? Like
yeah, that's facts though.
Another trick that I would use is if I know I'm like going to go like on a date or something like that with that person, if they don't necessarily talk that much, I'll intentionally not talk to them like throughout the entire day, so that once I see them later on that day, I have at least like something like to go off of or to talk about, and then from there just like catch like one thing and just like roll with it. Because I mean, it would suck to where like I'm talking to you all day and then like get there and then like you end up not really having nothing to say because it's like I mean I can't
talk about everything.
Right, like it's kind of dumb to say how'd your day go? I already know how your day went. So
yeah, true.
It's like, well, I'm just asking dumb questions at this point.
Right, like were you listening at all?
You know what I'm saying?
Have you paid attention at all?
Right.
It's like a very special day, so you just gotta be very, like extra cautious. Be on top of your thing for Valentine's Day. I mean, if you're single, have fun, enjoy your day, love yourself. It's just a day to love anybody really. Just anything.
You gotta love yourself. You can love somebody else. Just try not to make the date bad, because if you do, then ultimately you either not gonna end up getting the girl, or you're gonna be sleeping on the couch.
Facts.
So don't nobody want that. So we are trying to make sure, all of us as guys especially, we have successful days, treat the women all nice, get our end goal at the same time too.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and on SoundCloud.